Alright, so I've been asked this question quite a bit over the past few days, and it goes something like, what is the best first exotic car inside of Emergency Response Liberty County? So, yeah, today I am going to be showing you guys that and saying what is, in my opinion, the first best exotic car you can buy. So yeah, I think we should just get straight into it. Alrighty, over here in the car spawner, we can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I'll also count the Nissan GTR. Okay, so no offense here, but if you are looking to buy your first exotic car, then probably you don't have over 500k. So that brings out a picture of the Bugatti, the R8, the McLaren, and the Ford GT. Okay, so now we are left with the Acura NSX, the Corvette ZR1, the C8 Corvette, and the Nissan GTR. Okay, so I think we are going to go from most pricey to least pricey. So we're gonna go with the Acura NSX. This is $475,000, and we're gonna test it out real quick. Okay, so right off the bat, I can see that the handling and the acceleration on this car is phenomenal here, but the top speed, it caps out at 140 miles per hour here. So not great, but is still very, very good for a first exotic car, but it is a little pricey, coming in at around $475,000. So performance-wise, I give this thing a solid 7 out of 10. It's a very, very good performance car in my opinion, and it looks very, very nice here. So I'm gonna give the looks a solid 9.5 out of 10. I think it looks phenomenal. So yeah, that adds up to a total of 16.5 out of 20, which is very, very good here. Okay, let's move on to the next one here. Let's go with the Revlon Corvette 8. So this car also looks very, very nice. I'm a big fan of the looks here on this thing. I really like all the detail the developers put into this car, but does it live up to its name? Also, I think this car is right around $410,000. But the acceleration on the slower than the Takeo Experience, but the top speed is definitely faster than it, capping out at 157. That is quite insane here for a car with 410. So yeah, for the looks, I'm gonna give this thing a solid 7.5, and for the performance, I am going to give it a 10. Because for the price, this is absolutely insane. So yeah, that gives it a total of 17.5 over 20. That is another very, very good score here. That is very, very good. But let's come back in here and let's test out the Corvette ZR1, or the Revlon Corvette TZ. Now, I used to use this car a lot. It had one major downside to it, and it was that it would always get stuck on curves. You could not like climb curves. You could not do this. You would just get stuck because of this front splitter here. But obviously the devs have fixed that now, and yeah, it works great. The looks, I'm gonna give this car a 10. I really am a big fan of the looks here. The whole body kit, the big wing, the front splitter, the side skirts, all of that just ties it in together so well. And yeah, I really like the looks of this car. It is highly detailed. But let's test out the performance. So this car also has quite good acceleration. It does slow down around 5th gear. Here's 6th gear. I don't think we're gonna be able to get to top speed with that. No. So let's get onto the highway and test out the real top speed of this car. Okay, 90, and that's 100. We are flying past it. What can we get on this thing? Again, 151. So even more than the Acura NSX again. So I believe this is also 350k. The looks on this car, I am going to give this a full 10. I'm really a big fan of the spoiler, the splitter, the hood scoop, all of that. So I'm gonna give this car a 10 for looks, and this car is getting a 10 for the performance by price here. So yeah, it is a solid 20 out of 20. I highly recommend getting this car as a first exotic car. But lastly, we have the Nissan GTR coming in at $200,000 flat. Now, already looking at the car, you can tell it is an older model. It's not that heavily detailed, and basically it doesn't look as good as all the other models. But let's test out the performance of this car. So let's come to a stop here, and we're gonna go. So all of these cars have quite good acceleration. We are already in 5th gear. Let's see what the top speed is of the car here. 6th gear, and we cap out at 124. Now that is not good by any means. The looks, I'm gonna give it a 5. It doesn't really look good in my opinion. And for the performance by price, I'm gonna give it a solid 6.5 here. So that is coming in at 11.5 over 20, which isn't really that good. So yeah, in my opinion, I think this Corvette ZR1 is the best first exotic car to buy inside of Erlc. It's quite cheap, it looks great, and the performance on this thing is very, very good. But yeah, in my opinion, this is the best first exotic card to buy inside of Erlc. But yeah, that's basically it for this video here. If you guys did enjoy and find this helpful, like, subscribe, hit the bell button, join my Discord server, and follow me on Twitter. All linked in the description below. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!